I've been seeing everybody talk about this. It has posted 12 million views in 3 weeks. That's actually insane. That's an insane amount of views, right? And this Minecraft ARG is like, I've heard so much about it. I want to watch it. Who's down for some Minecraft horror? I'm not one who dabbles too much into Minecraft, like horror. To be honest, I'm a bit of a novice, but this video has been circulating the internet and I've wanted to react to it for a bit. This is called Searching for a World That Doesn't Exist, right? And I've heard about this. I keep hearing people talk about the crossroads. I don't know what that is. Okay? But this video has been that I wanted to check out, and I thought maybe we'll just watch it with y'all, you know?
Whatever you do at the crossroads, don't turn left. This is the first line in a book that Avery claims he did not write. 2 weeks ago, a YouTube channel...
Oh, okay. I'm dumb and don't really know what ARG means. So this is like... This YouTuber created the series, but it's like through the perspective of somebody analyzing a channel, right? Is that how it works? So it's like you're telling a story, but from an outside perspective, even though it's your story, right?
Called Avery the Mayo uploaded a YouTube video titled Weird Book I Did Not Write, where he shows us a mine that supposedly he never built. Inside the mine is a chest that Avery did not place, and inside the chest is a book that Avery did not write. He's
also got like a ton of redstone and some diamonds, so can we highlight the diamond? Because that's a pretty good find. I don't care about a spooky book. If we got some nice diamond, you know?
The book is a
alternate
very
reality
strange
game
message. Whatever you do at the crossroads, don't turn left. Don't be fooled. It's listening. You can't outsmart it. It's listening to me. It's watching me. It isn't from this world. At the crossroads, don't turn left. At
that's where they okay.
Don't turn left. At the crossroads, don't turn left. At the crossroads, don't turn left. Over and over.
I'm thinking we shouldn't turn left at the crossroads.
Numbers. And that's it. It seems
What's with the
impossible
numbers?
that a whole mine just appears in your world without your knowledge, but Avery explains in the description of the video that the laptop he's playing on is from a storage locker. It already had Minecraft installed and this world already existed, but when Avery first loaded it up, it was just a normal world. He only now discovered this mine a few hundred blocks from his house. So in that case...
If I was going to sell my laptop and I wanted to be a troll, I would 100% do something like this. Are you kidding me? 100%. If I'm going to know that somebody might stumble upon my Minecraft world, I am leaving them the most cryptic, horrifying messages. I'm not talking about the normal way I play Minecraft where I lock villagers inside my basement. I'm doing way worse. The sun doesn't rise over the crimson world when 3 knocks come at midnight. You know, stuff like that, right?
What is this book? The contents are strange, and it's not evident what they refer to. If anything, they just sound like some crazy rambling. But the numbers at the end are clearly some sort of code, so maybe we can
I'm too dumb.
solve it and figure out
what
this
dates?
book is talking about. Except
10-3,
we can't.
10-2.
The numbers go higher than 26, so it's not any alphabetical code. There are 4 sections, not 3, so it isn't coordinates. And in fact, there's not a single cipher that comes up as a good match for this code. If it is a code, it's unlike any code I've ever seen, and I wasn't able to decipher it. So, is that it? A strange, one-off YouTube video and a dead end? Not quite, because for 2 frames at the very end of the video, Avery's inventory flashes a random pattern of blocks, and this time there is a code, because taking the first letter of the name of every block and capitalizing it if there is more than one, you get a string that perfectly matches the length of a Google Drive link.
Who is deciphering this?
Takes you to a folder, and this is where the true mystery begins. The mystery of a Minecraft world that doesn't exist.
Well, then how is he playing on it? Checkmate.
Opening the video named Footage 1, we can see a player in the exact same spot Avery was in the last video, except now he has way more items than he had last time. Presumably this is from his house, and he's come to use this mine in survival as part of this world. The book is now gone from the chest, but it could be that Avery just burned it because it creeped him out, or it's just this.
Wait. I thought, this is video footage from the world? Is this still, is this, I thought this wasn't the person who bought the laptop. I thought this video was from the person who had the laptop before him?
Book in his inventory. Regardless, Avery lines up with the other strip mine and begins to start a new one into the wall, but when he does, he finds this.
Oh, a secret, oh, it's just a cave. Okay, I thought it was gonna be like an entirely
Nothing
different
weird,
room.
It's just a cave, and
don't
Avery
know.
walks in to begin exploring until he stops and sees this.
I don't see anything.
It's hard to make out, but as he walks closer, we can see what it is. Moss and grass. This is immediately a red flag, because this kind of terrain does not generate in caves. Avery checks underneath it, but there's nothing else either. And
Maybe
when he
I haven't
runs
played
back to
Minecraft in a
grab
while,
his
but I thought if you
torches,
were
he notices yet another patch of
close enough to
moss
the surface
in
that
the
it
corner
would.
of the cave. Again, not natural, but not leading anywhere either. It's only when he heads back down the cave does he see it. A tree. Avery approaches the clump of greenery, and there it is. A tree unlike any other oak tree in the entire game. Whatever this is, it isn't normal. Avery...
Okay, I thought grass could spawn, like, I guess maybe it's just like in the opening of a cave where it's still connected to the outside world, like the dirt. I don't know. Like this, okay. But no, a tree, that's definitely doesn't spawn that. You know, you got me on that one.
backtracks a bit, and we get a better look at this shrub, for lack of a better word. And after some hesitation and circling around it, Avery decides to try mining the tree. And he does, with no problem.
Flowers
it looks
too.
just like
Okay,
a
I thought it was
tree,
crazy, but I thought
except
it
normal
could
trees
happen.
don't generate underground.
Yeah, the trees,
And
no,
it's
that
not
would
the only one.
that would have
As
to be placed
Avery
there, right?
goes deeper and deeper into the cave, he passes larger and larger patches of greenery, coming across more shrubs and even more trees, and even more moss. He pauses to talk at one point, but instead of commenting on the trees, he brings up something else. It's weird, we've only seen stone. And I guess he's right, the walls of this cave don't have any diorite, granite, andesite, or
He's got the weirdest priorities. The weirdest priorities. He finds an abandoned mine shaft with a cryptic book and a cave with strange trees that looked placed there. But I guess that also brings up that if the trees are placed there, then it's like the entire environment is crafted too. Like somebody replaced all of the regular cave system with this full stone environment, right? Matt Pat probably would. We need Matt Pat on this.
but come on, there's a bigger elephant in the room here. At some point though, Avery's wish gets
Yeah, spooky
granted and
elephant.
the cave turns into terracotta, tough, and deep slate. The greenery gets larger and larger, with the trees growing bigger and bigger. Until finally, Avery reaches the end.
Whoa. Okay, yeah, no, that's not a normal cave system. I've been Minecrafting for a bit. That is not normal, as one would say. Definitely. I used level editor or something, you know, for sure.
Avery stops for several long seconds, just taking everything in. The room is a giant cave of green, with strange, unnaturally large trees forming a staircase on the back wall. The floor is covered in a massive field of moss, scattered with the strange trees we saw earlier. Avery slowly heads down the cavern wall, being careful not to take too much damage while maneuvering his way to the bottom. He looks around in awe as he explores the chamber, and from closer up, we can see a tunnel right between the massive tree gates. Avery searches around the trees for a few minutes, seemingly mesmerized by the build, and we can see that these gates are made of trees stacked on trees stacked on trees, made of spruce, mud, and oak. But the question here is obvious. What is this place? This kind of terrain obviously doesn't generate naturally, so who made it and how does it just appear in Avery's world? Well,
Well, it's because it's not his world, right? I thought we established that it's from a different person who owned the laptop before him, but also why? Again, I would troll the next person who owned my laptop too if I knew they were going to play Minecraft. I wouldn't go this far. I wasn't thinking make a giant, weird underground forest area. The arm, huh?
If there's any answer to that question, it's through this tunnel, because finally, Avery decides to stop sightseeing and heads down the tunnel at the center.
Oh, come
of the
on.
room.
This is insane, dude.
Avery walks through the mud
insane,
brick
dude.
tunnel, turning to glance behind him every few steps. But of course, nothing is there. The world is set to single player. At least, it seems that way. Until this happens.
He keeps looking behind himself. He's freaking me out.
Something is wrong. It's almost impossible to notice, but at the
I didn't
far
see it.
edge of the tunnel, the first pair of torches have suddenly been wiped out. Avery stares
hell.
for a few
Wait, could that just be,
seconds
like,
and
rendering
continues
distance?
Walking.
No, that's not rendering distance.
Another pair of torches is gone.
Oh, no, wait, that was the front end of the cave. Okay.
I'm not scared of torches turning off. And then another. I don't know what kind of practical joke this is, but I already heard you in the...
Yo, no, what the hell? That's not even a person taking him out. I would just stop. I would close the laptop. I'm closing the laptop. Are you kidding me?
I'm not scared of a game.
I am. Me, I'm scared. Me, I'm scared. Is that okay? Are we supposed to believe that the whispering is happening in the Minecraft? Right? Like, I guess Avery is scared of a game. I guess Avery is a little afraid.
I don't know why I just jumped down. I wasn't scared. But I...
Biggest lie in history. Avery is scared as hell. Also, this chamber feels like something an old god would live in. Are you kidding me? There was an insane, weird forest underground that led from a strange, very spooky-looking tunnel into this wide open lake underground. Like, that's where Cthulhu is chilling, in the water. You know? The forest is kind of sick, though. I liked the forest. It was pretty dope looking.
Compelled. I've never felt like that in my life. What is going on here? Things just went from strange to incredibly creepy in a matter of seconds. This doesn't just happen on a normal world, but Avery did say he found this world on a computer he got from a storage locker. So maybe this is just a world that the old owner of this computer created, and it's just some strange adventure horror map. Case closed.
Yeah,
Except
okay, that makes
it's
sense.
Not, because the video files aren't the only thing in this Google Drive folder. If you remember, there's also this PDF, and opening it, we see this. My exploration into a strange tunnel I found in my Minecraft world. I've been playing this world for a while and just discovered this. This is my documentation of the search. Notably, when I installed Minecraft, this world came pre-created. Always thought that was a little strange, but I'm not really sure. This seems okay enough, but remember what Avery said earlier. He found this computer in a storage locker with Minecraft installed. Not he installed Minecraft and this world was there. Admittedly, it's a pretty small difference, but still, why the conflicting stories? Something you may have also noticed that I can't explain is why Avery's name is now censored. He wasn't censored in the previous videos, but now he's both hidden his name and changed his skin.
You don't want to get doxxed.
Like he's hiding from something. But
you don't
there's
want to
still
get doxxed.
A lot more of this footage, and if you want to figure out what's happening in this world, why it exists, and what it has to do with Avery, we have to keep watching as Avery runs from whatever it is that's hiding in this world. Avery says he has to keep moving, even if he doesn't exactly know why.
Do we know that it
the only way
followed
to
us?
go is down. Avery takes a leap into the giant pool of water before him and swims down into a junction of tunnels. After some hesitation, he burrows himself in the left wall for air before swimming down the left tunnel. He continues to navigate through the dark water, the tunnel getting narrower and
What did the book tell us
with
not to
no
do?
end in sight.
Did it not tell us to go to the left? And you're going left all at every point?
Until it opens into a giant cavernous room with just enough space at the top to get a bit of air. When Avery
I've played too much Subnautica recently. I got immediate Reaper Leviathan class life forms are in your area vibes. I got scared. I'm gonna be honest. I am afraid of a game.
descends again, we can see tunnel
The void,
openings
yeah.
sprawling across the walls. Avery scans
Whoa.
around. There's no marker of where to go, just tunnels upon tunnels as far as the eye can see. And then he hears it.
Here's what? Cave
The same
storm?
sound as when the whispers played previously.
This is the
Avery
cave
rushes
sound.
to dig into the wall, and as he blocks himself in, we can hear the whispers again.
Huh? He's just.
Quieter, but still there, as if
So he's
they're
being followed.
passing by him. When the coast is clear, Avery digs out. But now what? He has no choice but to gamble on a tunnel and hope it's correct. He scans the walls again. No obvious sign.
There's no
of
way
which
you just
one to
randomly
pick.
get the right tunnel.
So finally, he rolls the dice.
He got like
The
no
tunnel
oxygen
leads
left.
to
Oh, he got the
another
door.
junction,
He's
and
using door
again,
strat.
After a slight hesitation,
Yeah.
Avery goes left.
The door strat.
The tunnel continues. Getting narrower
Perfect door strat.
and narrower and narrower. Until finally,
Maybe all of the tunnels led to the same place, you know? What in the hell is above him? Is he outside? Another forest.
he finds himself in the oasis.
Oasis. Ooh,
Avery
like being
looks
oasis.
around the room, strangely, almost peaceful. He's in the middle of a square pond, flanked on all sides by the same uncanny trees. He stares off at the water for a second before towering up and getting a good look around. Nothing but trees as far as the eye can see. For a moment, he pauses.
It does look kind of dope. You know, past the fact that you're being followed by some random entity, I don't know what it is. It's kind of dope, right? It is kind of dope. Again, at what point do you just shut down the laptop, right? At one point, you know, I want the seed. It's kind of sick. Yeah, do you think like, yeah, Avery might be dying in a haunted Minecraft world, but like, yo, drop the seed. Drop the seed. What's the, you know, because it
Before
is kind of
something
dope.
snaps, and he crafts a boat
What?
to get to the center of the lake. Without hesitation, he dives down into the tunnel and plugs up the hole. He
Oh,
makes another
smart.
trip for good measure, plugging it even further.
Oh, wow, he's going
if this
hard.
thing comes through here again, it has to break that. But I need to explore. He sails back to the edge of the
Right.
lake. What it can't avoid doing is loading the chunk. Avery chops a
Oh.
few trees and crafts a hopper with the spare iron in his inventory. His
Smart.
plan is simple. Set a trap for the thing following him. But wait, did I miss something? Because how does he know that something is following him? Sure, those torches turned off,
Right.
and yeah, we heard those noises before, but there's actually an even stronger piece of evidence I haven't mentioned. Remember when Avery said this? I already heard you in the cave. Well, it took
I
me a
didn't even
second to
pick that
figure
up.
out what exactly he meant, but then I heard this. It's almost impossible to
There was a footstep after his footstep. There was a footstep after his footstep. Something is following behind him, and it was masking its footstep sound off of his footstep sound. But he stopped suddenly, and it didn't stop. Yo. That is the most terrifying thing to hear.
make out, but on a few separate instances while Avery was walking
much
in
did
that
that
original
happen?
cave, he would
How many times did that
randomly
happen?
pause for a second or two, and now we know why. He was listening. Every time he paused for just
So
a
is it
brief
invisible?
moment, you could hear footsteps on the stone behind him.
There was an
Stopping
entire
just
another
a
footstep.
fraction of a second too late to be quiet. But okay, if something is somehow really following Avery
entire
in a
another
single
footstep,
player
dude.
world, how can he stop it or at least get it to reveal itself? Well, that's exactly what he's doing right now. Like he said, he needs time to look around and explore this world. But while he's gone, anything
What
can
do you think
just
he's looking
swim
for,
through the
though?
hole and replace the blocks to make it look like nothing happened. But if Avery turns down his render
the
distance
hopper.
and puts items in this hopper, if he then goes far enough away and unloads the chunk, the only way for the hopper to be empty when he returns is if something loaded the chunk while he was gone. And then, whatever was following him would be exposed. The trap is set.
This guy's
Now,
smart, bro.
It's time to explore.
He's setting traps and stuff. What do you think he's gonna find? What do you think he wants to find? What is the best case scenario of things to find in this situation? Like, any sign of life? Any sign of like the person who had this previously, right? Like an explanation? Maybe they left something behind? Nothing? Yeah, I guess nothing is the best thing to find, right?
Avery walks through the trees, avoiding the lake so as to not load the chunk. Every inch of this place looks exactly the same. The
Yeah,
same
like it's
gray
copy-pasted.
floor, the same strange trees. Everywhere he looks, there's nothing. Until, just in the corner of the screen, there's a sign. But it's hard to spot,
What?
and Avery doesn't seem to see it, and he keeps walking.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't see it
Then
either.
he
You kidding me?
pauses. Interesting. That's the third sign we've seen so far.
Okay, I guess he's a
What?
step ahead of us.
Where?
Are you kidding me,
Third
Avery?
sign? I've only seen this one, but it turns out he's right. Going back and re-watching the footage, just barely hidden
Did they
in the
say
corners
something?
of the screen are two other signs Avery crossed.
Okay, but why is Avery pretending, like, I guess not bringing attention to it earlier? Is he playing chess and I'm checkers right now? Is he 2 steps ahead? Like, because I'd be going up to the sign to see if they said anything. He finds in the New Jersey pisser. Okay, I'm not in Minecraft haunting people's servers. Okay. Pissing on their Minecraft world, you know? Avery wants to be nonchalant so bad. He kind of is, low-key. He's making traps like they're nothing. He's playing 3 steps ahead whatever is following him. He's just being crazy by continuing to do so, right?
Earlier in the recording, though he gave no indication
Don't
at
have
the
Pecan in
time that
Minecraft.
he noticed them. Avery goes back to all 3 signs. All of
They're-
them
okay,
are
they're blank.
so I don't know what
Yeah.
to make of it, but
Yep.
Avery seems to be satisfied and he explains why. These signs all seem to point to one place. Both of these angled ones point in the same direction. And he's right. If you line up a coordinate
They're showing
grid
us
with the
in a
location
direction.
and rotation of the signs, you get this. So he's
What are we
right, all
talking
of them
about?
point a certain way, and if you trace out their intersection, it hits one specific point. He also pulls off this brilliant move, which you rarely see from these protagonists, by turning the difficulty to peaceful because he ran out of food. Absolutely genius.
Okay, but what if you turn the difficulty down to peaceful, no more mobs are spawning, and then whatever following you just stops following you? Would that be scarier? I don't know. Right? I don't know. The second I hear a strange sound in a cave at night and I'm playing Minecraft alone, I'm turning it down to peaceful. Call me a coward. I'm a coward, you know?
But
Right.
with that said, he returns to the lake to check on his
Just turn it to
contraption.
creative. Yeah, right.
And nothing showed up. Items are still flowing out of the hopper, which would be impossible if anything had loaded the chunk. Avery tells us exactly this. Nothing came through. Not to mention,
That's
the blocks
good.
are still in the same position Avery placed them to plug the hole. Now that
Bro,
he's
good
shaken
job.
off whatever was following him,
Okay.
Avery sails back, presumably to find the intersection points of the signs. But
Smart as hell.
before he does that, he opens up chat and says this.
What?
Something is here.
Huh?
What?
How does he know?
How?
How?
Why is Avery saying that? Why isn't he sending it in chat? What did he see?
Yo, wait,
don't
because
know
if
they can
something's
hear
in the
me,
world with him, he'd be able to see the chat.
but I'm not taking any chances.
What?
The
How would you
grass
know?
block. When Avery left the chunk, he didn't just
The
set one
grass
trap for the entity, he set two. Without mentioning anything to us, he placed a grass block next to a block of dirt. In Minecraft, grass can't spread if the chunk isn't loaded. The only way that this block is now grass is if something other than Avery loaded this chunk. I'm not scared, but my gut says to keep
I am. I'm terrified. I'm tearing up. What do you mean something's with you? Also, how did he know to set 2 traps? How did he know how to say 2 traps? He said 2 traps.
Maybe I am scared.
I am. I'm scared for you. I ain't even in the game, brother. Oh my god. Is he gonna follow the signs? Dude, this guy's going crazy. This guy is going crazy.
The other side
Absolute
is pointed
cinema.
head on.
Whew. This is actually insane. So you're telling me he set not only 1 but 2 traps for this thing, and it's smart enough. Wait, that's even scarier, because whatever's following him is smart enough to recognize that he set a trap for us. Oh my god. And then but it didn't notice the second one. Whoa, where is he?
Avery walks through a tunnel. A tunnel which quickly turns into a maze.
A maze. Always go left, Avery.
And slowly but surely...
Wait, no, don't go left. Don't go left.
Dead end.
Wasn't that what the book said?
Avery navigates through it.
Don't go left. Okay, maybe going left ain't the right way. I don't know. Oh, do you think he left that as a trap? Oh no, he's leaving as markers to say where he's been. Smart, Avery, smart. Avery, you are so smart. Avery kind of a smart guy. He like... I feel like he's taking this as a challenge, right? He seems like a smart guy. He's taking this as a challenge.
Avery is clearly smart.
That's
Smart
what I'm
enough
saying.
To set a trap.
Hey, we're
and
both glazing
smart
him.
enough to set a backup.
So
But
true.
whatever this thing is that's following him, it's smart too. Smart enough to block up the tunnel it entered from. Smart enough
In the
to
exact same
refill
way.
the hopper with items after loading the chunk. Smart enough to hide its presence. This world
How does it
seems
do
to
that?
be guiding Avery somewhere. The whispers in this tunnel coercing him to enter the cave. The signs pointing to the secret entrance under the tree. Whatever this world is, it's leading Avery. But to what?
And to where?
We don't know.
And
All
what
we
is
do
leading
know
him?
is that he isn't alone. And finally,
No.
Avery exits the maze into another giant room with what
Holy
looks like
hell.
a cipher above a door, with 3 levers right in front of it. Avery stares up at it, says he'll need a pen and paper, and blocks up the tunnel where he
All
came
right,
from.
Avery
The
flexing
footage
on us.
ends with him staring up at the code, deep in thought.
Deep in
From
thought.
what I can see, the code atop the doorway looks something like this. It doesn't immediately remind me of anything, and plugging it into a cipher decoder gives
Okay, so be honest. If any of you guys see this, how the hell are you going about decoding this? I'm quitting, right? Like, I'm gonna be honest. I would have quit the second that I found an abandoned mine shaft in a Minecraft world of a laptop I bought in a storage auction. You know, easy, yeah, easy. My cheeks. What does that say? OMCT. Over Monday. Cheez-Its taste salty this Jupiter. Like, what does this mean?
this. It doesn't immediately remind me of anything, and plugging it
That means
into a
remind me of
cipher
nothing.
decoder gives me
don't
no
know.
ideas either. Running each of the candidate ciphers just gives gibberish every single
up the letters
time.
and the
Whatever
numbers.
this code is,
Oh.
there's unfortunately no way that I or Avery can solve it. The second half of the footage picks up with 17 minutes of just staring at the wall, and then he
Got
gets
it?
Okay, I guess it was solvable. Avery says it's a good poem, but doesn't actually reveal what it said, only that it uses cipher stacking, a technique where two ciphers are layered one on top of the other to make a code almost undecipherable. How Avery actually solved it with a pen and paper is beyond
on pen and paper.
But the puzzle isn't over yet. There's still this gate, which
Bro did
Avery
it the manual way.
Is some sort of combination
That's
lock.
insane.
But instead of a pen and paper, his solution this time is a bit more... how do I put this?
Mine through the door. Yeah, why would you mine through the door? Just go through the door. Doesn't he still have the pick? He does. Oh, but listen, he has the pick. It's very low durability. So what if he needs it at a later point in the puzzle? So I guess you would want to try to do it the real way first. However, he's still being followed. And if I'm being followed, I'm probably just digging through the door. I'm digging through the door, You do it by hand, I guess. True. And by hand, he took 17 minutes to decode the puzzle. By hand, I get through the door in like a minute or two, Crazy. Crazy. He just...
And with that, wait. Who's Durlord 3? For the first time in this footage, Avery's sensor bar lingers for just a second too short, and we get a glimpse of the name. This isn't Avery's name. This isn't Avery's skin. Maybe the reason that we got two different stories about where this world came from is because the player we've been watching this entire time isn't Avery at all. But if that's the case, then who is this? The world
Wait, isn't that obvious? Isn't it the person who owned the laptop before Avery? Because we got the story that Avery bought laptop at a storage unit, right? So I thought, like, the Google Drive, wasn't this just the person who had it before him? I thought we knew that. Didn't we know that? Or did we not know that? Maybe I mixed up the names, but I thought that was, doesn't it make sense? That makes sense. That makes sense, right? Because we got Avery, the person who got the laptop from the storage locker, and then we got this person who had the laptop originally, but they said this world was loaded up on their Minecraft when they installed the game. So either way, the world existed and wasn't created by the player. So either way, there's some creepy stuff, right?
Is clearly the same one that Avery was playing on. So what's going on here? If it is Avery on an alt account, why the conflicting stories in the description and the document? And if it's not Avery, then who is this other person, and why are they claiming that this is their world they found? I genuinely just don't know, but the only way to find out is to keep watching.
I don't think that's big of a mystery, right?
Walks through the tunnel after the puzzle and finds himself
so wait,
in the village.
The village. Ooh. Okay, now this is getting creepy. I don't want to be in the village, I don't think. Maybe the village is safe. It's lit up, We got villagers down here? Sometimes villages do spawn underground, like a little bit. Not like really, but... Okay, not like this. This is definitely man-made, for sure. It's got cobwebs. What the hell is that? Big fountain. Big village too, by the way. Big village, big fountain. I like how somebody took the effort to place cobwebs in here to make it look very run down and like old, It's abandoned. Yeah. I'd live here. It does seem very nice and calm. It does seem pretty nice. But somebody took the time and effort to place down spider webs to make it look like it's been gone, like abandoned for a very long time. Did he find anything major in the crates? Boxes? Nothing. Whole lot of nothing. Okay, let's go investigate the fountain. Oh, is there anything inside of it? Don't tell me there's something inside of it. Oh, he's just getting a good look at it. All right. No, we didn't get to look into the fountain. Why did he stop talking? I don't know. It does freak me out when the narrator stops talking. Is that like a bird? Or an angel? I don't like how it keeps cutting back to this, you know? It keeps cutting back to this. Is there something inside of it? Don't tell me. No. How did he know to check inside of it, though? I mean, I guess it makes sense. It's like the central point of the village. What about below?
This village is strange. It's clearly abandoned, if the cobwebs and literal holes in the roof didn't make that obvious, and all the chests and containers have nothing inside of them. There's also an interesting amount of yellow in the carpets, beds, and flooring, but wherever
what if he just likes the color yellow?
He can't find anything of interest, no lead on where to go or what to do from here. The fountain and statue in the town center is by far the most eye-catching decoration here, but like we can see, it too is empty. There's no path to take from there. So is this the final area then? The final answer to what's been going on with this world and what's been following him? I'm not sure, and clearly Durlord isn't either, since he keeps looking around for anything out of the ordinary. Anything that might give him a clue of where to look next.
Get a good vantage point, hell yeah. Get a good vantage point. Yeah. Maybe there's something under the village. Like with the fountain. Don't tell me you see something, because I don't. No, what is he? Oh. Okay, this man knows his Minecraft. I don't. He's trying to tell us stuff without, like, typing it out sometimes. Like Durlord is, right? Durlord's out here, like, conveying messages without directly saying them because he still thinks he's being followed. However, nothing has happened to us recently, right? Nothing's... Whatever was following him or pushing him in this direction has stopped because maybe they got him where they wanted him to, right? Maybe he's already on the path so they don't need to continue to push him, you know? Also, yeah, what did happen to the village that made everything, like, broken down, you know? Why did he break that? Why did he break that? He's just breaking stuff now? We're just into a little bit of vandalism, shall we? A little bit of quaint vandalism, you know? Why didn't Durlord make a couple of trees to get a new pickaxe? I don't know. He should have... Who knows how in-depth things were going to get, right, when he went down the mine shaft. So you don't really know what you need to take with you, right? Wait, did he place that crafting table? Or did he just pick that up? Why did he take... Dude, now that I know that he's thinking... What was he doing? What? How did he know to do that? How did he... Okay. This man has got, like, a spidey sense, bro, because, like, he's just been breaking stuff at random because he is like, I sense a disturbance in the force. Beep, 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 trapdoor. Like, how did he know that that was going to be down there? Bro, how did he know who's... Durlord is going crazy, dude. Solve puzzles? No. Use pickaxe? Yes. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'd be doing. But there's a book. Why is there a door in front of the book? Why is there a skeleton head? This feels weird. This is a weird little area.
I hate it here. These idiots are insufferable. They
wrote
think that
this?
devotion will save them. Rest assured, it will not.
Devotion?
Not that it will do them
To
any
what?
good to believe that anyway. The ones who realized it pretend they didn't. But it doesn't help that there are some of them who truly believe they'll be saved. The king is coming, Maya. If anything, I wager that their king is already here. It's watching me write this. I don't particularly
king?
care. I just want this to be done with. The sooner I can leave, the better.
Leave? Who the hell is leaving into Minecraft world? Is this
He's
by one of the
arrived.
villagers?
I don't know why anyone is surprised to find that out. This is exactly what they were hoping for.
They're blank.
I'm going. I'm leaving this here in the rare case someone finds it. If you have found this, I implore you, turn back, disconnect, forget about this world. It's not for you. If you've come
Weird,
here,
wait.
you must be curious. I know you must want to continue onwards. So I know that this is a heavy ask, but please, do not go any further.
That's insane.
For your own good, do not.
They know, like, they kind of broke the fourth wall saying disconnect. They're realizing, like, I was gonna say, like, is this an in-game type of thing? Like, or no, this is like, what kind of weird SMP is this, brother? I don't know. I don't watch that side of YouTube. I don't know what's going on in here. Who is the king? Who is the king? What was that? 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 What was the noise? Hello? You heard it too, right? Y'all heard that? You're the king? Is that bad? I feel like that's bad. I feel like that's really bad. Okay. Wait, how? Okay, hold on. Back it up. How did you know? How did he know? He starts breaking carpets. He's looking for more trapdoors. He's putting them back so he doesn't raise suspicion, maybe? How did... Oh, because of the thing above it, right? In this, right above the bookcases, it looked like there was a little cove. Okay. I got it. Still, this dude is, like, the best at finding secret passages. There's no hidden passage you can put that this guy won't find. Also, the narrator stopped talking, so I feel like I'm a little scared. Is he still being followed? Who's the king? Who is the king? Maybe it's just some weird Minecraft server they had going on. They were role playing, you know. Jeff over there, he's the head of the server, so he's the king, you know. Oh, I'm scared. I'm coping. I'm scared. I'm coping. What's with the buttons on the floor though? Don't go left. Don't go left. Right, isn't that what the book said in the beginning? Big choice to make. Oh, but the voices are urging him to go a certain way. He's almost letting the voices lead him in a direction. Why? Why would you let the voices lead you in a direction? If I start hearing voices, I'm not going to start listening to them. That's like the first thing you do when you have voices. Why does it look like error? Like they're error blocks that aren't loaded in. Why does he keep going? He's also, at the same time, he's so smart for figuring out the puzzles, laying down the traps. But he's just, curiosity is urging him forward when it should be telling him to stop. Right? His intelligence is pushing him forward when he really should just he should go back. It's almost like he doesn't have the fight or flight, you know? Of course, like he said, something is like... Dude, how do they make a regular cave noise scarier? What was that? Huh? Weird? Yeah, no, it is weird. Definitely weird. Maybe this is where the king came from. That village was talking about. I'm starting to think that we don't like the king because he's kind of scary. You don't even know where you're walking at this point, dude. Whoa, what's that? What's that? What is that? On the left. What is that? Whoa. Is that a door of gold? That looks... I think a king would live in there. That kind of looks like king-esque, you know? It's already opened. Now, why is it already opened? Don't go. See, it's insane that he keeps going. Oh, wait, it's not gold, is it? I thought it was made of gold. What is it? What is that? 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 Why can't we see? Is the king naked? Why can't we see? He's just staring into the void. And whatever it is censored. Smartest decision this guy's made. I don't care. He had 6 traps laid out. He uncovered a puzzle and a secret ancient civilization. Smartest choice he just made was turning and running away. But from what? But from what? Okay, see, to the right was just a normal cave system, bro. To the right was just a normal cave system. He doesn't got the pick anymore. Wait, no, how could that... How could that possibly loop back around? Because isn't that where Avery dug out and it wasn't that? Oh my god, and then he writes the book.
Don't turn left. Don't be fooled. It's listening. You can't outsmart it. It's listening to me. It's watching me. It isn't from this world. At the crossroads, don't turn left. At the crossroads, don't turn left. At the crossroads, don't turn left.
What was at the crossroads that was this bad?
And the footage ends.
Wait, what is the message
right
though?
Durlord was the person who wrote the book in Avery's world. How? It shouldn't even be possible that the tunnel led him back to that
No,
mine.
it shouldn't.
Durlord found this world on his computer, and Avery found Durlord's old laptop in the storage locker and has been playing on it ever since. But what is this world? What was following Durlord in this footage? And most importantly, what was behind those gates?
Isn't that like the first...
I didn't put that censor bar there. That was in the original footage. Whatever is behind that black square was enough to drive probably the smartest protagonist I've ever seen into running for his life. Something that a whole village of people was trying to summon. Something that this entire world has been hiding. A king? What does that even mean?
The king in yellow.
I don't know what to tell you, but
isn't that
I can
like the
tell you one
oldest?
thing. The code
Gosh,
at
what
the
is
end
it?
of the book, now
Not
with this
cryptid,
footage,
but it's like
we can solve
Cthulhu
it.
and like
Each
all like the
number
old gods type
corresponds to one
things. You know,
slot
like
in Durlord's inventory.
that's
One
the
here
type
and
of stuff,
36
right? Like
here. Take the first letter of each item, or whatever number is indicated after the dash. From that, we can get this. Run Avery. It's here. Durlord was giving one last warning, hoping that whatever was following him wouldn't see. But how?
How does he know
would he
Avery?
possibly know that Avery would find this world? There's no way for him to know who Avery
How does he know
even
Avery?
is. Whatever he saw behind those doors, whatever he knows about this world
Wait,
now,
what if-
we may never understand. But one thing is certain. Whatever was coming for him is coming for Avery next. This
me.
isn't over.
Yo. That's insane. How does he know Avery? Dude, it must have been part 2 question mark. Give me it now! Now! Give me it now! I want it now! I want it now! Okay. So whatever he saw beyond the door must have some kind of like time and like manipulation powers or something that like allowed, because when he went right at the crossroads and it took him back to the cave by the entrance, right, he said, how is that possible? There must be some kind of space-time manipulation going on there. And then whatever he saw past that door must have been the King in Yellow, and the King in Yellow must know the future. So it knew Avery would be coming, so maybe he saw some hint of who would be experiencing the world next on the other side of the door. Maybe on the other side of the door it wasn't even the King of in Yellow, but maybe it had something about like a prophecy or like the names, you know? He saw Avery. He saw everything. Maybe he saw into the future. I don't know. Whenever you look at the King of Yellow, your mind is filled with infinite information, the past, present, and future, and that's how we knew Avery would come. Right? Because okay, what is the name of the horror I'm thinking of that has like Cthulhu in it? Right? The King in Yellow. Like, because the King in Yellow, this is like the first horror book for Lovecraft. Yeah, didn't this inspire Lovecraft? I'm pretty sure this came before Lovecraft, right? Short stories, an American writer Robert Chambers first published 1895. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. I think it's before him. That's crazy. So this is the Minecraft version of that. Dude, that's so beautiful. Like that was so beautifully done. It kind of made sense for me that like, oh, we have two people experiencing this world because Avery buys laptop found in storage unit. Somebody already made the world. So we got two people. So that wasn't like that big of a surprise to me. But the thing following him, yeah. And then him knowing Avery, yeah. It was everything that ever was and ever, you know. He said Avery, that messed me up. That messed me up.